Yo, 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 what's up, America? How you doing? This is CEO Tyrone Glover in our new location. We are now at 92 Main Street. This is the upstairs of our facility. And I just want to thank everyone for giving us just, so much love here in the city of Yonkers. We can't appreciate you enough. CIY hats, check me out. You know I'm always going to support my local businesses. Vision, where you at? Yes, Yonkers, how you doing? Oh, wow, there's just so many people that I want to thank. Antonio from Thruway, the young entrepreneurs that we are promoting. Hopefully by next year we'll get them to that nonprofit status. MBK, love you to death. My Brother's Keepers, oh my goodness. All of you, appreciate you so much. I know I'm forgetting a lot of people, but I'm going to come back to that. My main concern today was to talk about what's going on in this country. So really quick, 92 Main Street, Trolley Loft. You know what? We can't appreciate you enough. You guys were awesome. You guys were truly amazing. 92 Main Street, Trolley Loft. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You gave us our first shot. You allowed for us to put our idea together, get it into a location that would have allowed for us to really bring that public in to let them see that, hey, we got a thriving, understanding new business out here, and they're wanting to do and set the precedents or get everything out in the manner in which they wanted to, and you guys gave us that chance. So I can't thank you enough. Peace, peace. Thank you very much. So with that being said, 45 Main Street, Sawyer Place is our new location, and we are loving it. We are loving it, but that's going to come later on in the day, later on in the week. We're going to have some events going on. We're going to have our first credit sister event. We're going to have our first credit brother event. We're going to have our first credit youth event. Then we're going to mix those groups together. We are looking at bringing Black Wall Street back to this country, and it's going to start right here in New York. It's going to start right here in my city of 200,000 strong, all ethnicities. Doesn't matter. White, black, light skin, Hispanic, Chinese, it doesn't matter. We are the United States of America. You see that? USA, 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 USA. Multicolored. That's what we are. Multicolored. You don't like it? You got to exit. You got to exit. But my whole point is today to talk about what just happened over the weekend. Race, hatred, bigotry, xenophobia. We got a problem in this country? We have one problem in this country. Actually, I take that back. We have more than one problem in this country. We got three problems. Senate, House, presidency. There's the problems right there. Trump promotes hatred. Donald J. Trump promotes hatred. Donald J. Trump, co-conspirator in a criminal investigation, the criminal of all criminals. Crime family is running the White House. Donald J. Trump promotes hate. That's all it is. What more do we need to know? What more do we need to understand? What more do we need to gather behind this individual? Donald J. Trump is responsible for 2019 mass shootings, the 255 mass shootings that have happened in this country. Donald J. Trump is responsible for all of it. All of it. I'm putting it out there because too many of you of our elected officials won't put it out there. Donald J. Trump, co-conspirator in a criminal investigation, is responsible for these mass shootings. Definitely responsible for these latest mass shootings. No question. No question. And Congress, I'm blaming you guys too, House and Senate. Columbine should have been a wake-up for all of you, but it wasn't a wake-up. It wasn't a wake-up. Sandy Hook should have been the next wake-up. All of them should have been a wake-up. Every single one of these should have been some form of a wake-up call. But you know what you folks continue to constantly keep getting wrong? Is that you keep writing bills that got all these attachments. You write things that are that help yourself. You don't write things to help us citizens. You write things to basically go after whatever it is that you want to add to your bill or the bill, but it should be a standalone bill. Can't you guys understand that? Stand alone. Doesn't need any attachments. Could be done all by themselves without any attachments. So when you really want to help us, the people, then clearly you could. But since you don't, it's now the people's time to help you. So I'm inviting all of you, which I've already done before. I've invited you many a times to my 92 location. Now I'm inviting you again 45 Main Street, because we clearly need to talk. You need to sit down and talk to citizens. You need to have a sit down with us citizens. MSNBC, I've asked you guys once before, and I think I asked it more than once, about checking the polls. Seeing, not just checking the polls, but checking the polls to see how many town halls are these elected officials scheduled or have on the books or plan on doing, or maybe after their vacation, did they do any? Could you guys really kind of give us some numbers on that? Really let us know how many polls that every single one of these elected officials are having in their city, in their states. Because clearly if they want us to be informed about the Mueller report, then shouldn't they get out there and literally tell us about it? We need to know what they know. I'm in the process of audibling it. So Audible, thank you very much. Great platform. I love it. Yeah, 400 and something pages was a bit much to read. So I didn't do it that way, but I did do the Audible thing. And the things that I found out seemed to be a bit alarming, seemed to be a bit disturbing. So the notion of that we can't impeach because we're still building the case, I'm a little wishy-washy on that. But hey, I'm going to give you your time, but I'm not going to give you any more time about mass shootings. I'm not going to give you any more leniency on hatred. I'm not going to give you any more time to figure out whether or not this individual, Donald J. Trump, in the White House is a criminal. If the individual, Donald J. Trump, individual number one, co-conspirator in the criminal investigation, is acting out or doing things that is promoting hate. I'm not going to give you any more time for that. I'm not going to give you any more passes on that. I'm going to require from you that you do your due diligence, that you do your checks and balances, that you do your job. Because if you can't do your job, you do understand some of you are in at-will states. And you do understand that at-will means you can be fired at will. So if you can't do your job, step aside. Kindly just put in your resignation and step aside. Because what do we need you for? What? What do we need you for? We need you for more heartache. We need you for more funerals. We need you for more useless thoughts and prayers that every single one of you always keep coming back with when there's some form of a mass shooting. Your thoughts and prayers don't mean jack anymore. Because actions normally are followed behind thoughts and prayers. And you have shown zero action in this challenging time that we now find ourselves. I don't want to seem angry. I don't want to seem frustrated. I don't want to seem any of those adjectives that you guys decide to put out there when somebody of color decides to articulately speak about a subject matter. We're angry. Ooh, look at this angry black guy. No, I'm not angry. I'm not frustrated. I'm just disappointed. I'm highly disappointed in every single elected official. Federal, state, local, community. All of you are failing on monumental levels. Monumental levels. Every single one of you. From our newest ones to enter in to our senior ones, Moscow Mitch, Bitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham, all of you, every single one of you have failed. Joe Scarborough, I can't thank you enough. Thank you for all the work that you do on MSNBC. Jolly, thank you as well. You guys who were former Republicans, Justin Amash, who decided to finally say, you know what? I'm still going to be a Republican, but I'm not serving this brand. So I'm going to step away. I'm going to do what I need to do on another level. And again, by addressing it in the manner in which you're addressing, I think it's very noble of you. But the one thing I got to remind you of, don't say you left the Republican Party. The Republican Party has left you. So going forward, folks, I'm not keeping quiet. I'm not staying silent no more. At 53 years old, half a decade, I'm going to speak my mind. I'm going to speak my piece. I am not going to be offensive. I am definitely not going to be silent. I'm not going to be sexist. I'm not going to be misogynistic. We are all citizens here. Definitely not going to be racist. Definitely not going to be towards anyone. Why? We're all citizens here. This multicolor USA means a lot to me because that's what this nation is multicolored. And for those of you rich, scary, old, greedy white men who think that just because the nation of the color is changing, the color of the nation is changing, and you're all feared for that, well, maybe it's time for you to stay home. Maybe it's time for you to stop coming outside of your four walls because you're afraid that, oh my God, somebody of color might come up and say, oh, can I help you with that bag? Oh, can I help you open that door? Oh, can I assist you with something? Oh, can I be of assistance with something? Not everybody is out to take or get what you got or what you have. We already understand the wage gap is enormous. We already understand that the student loan debt is out of control. We already understand that the income inequality in this country is going to continue to get larger and larger and larger and larger and larger. We already understand a lot of things that you clearly don't think we understand. But I'm here to tell you right now, not only do I understand it, I'm going to speak out about it every single time that I get. And when it comes to these mass shootings, I'm done speaking out about it. I'm going to be very forceful in my understanding of making sure that you understand I'm not staying quiet. Not a violent guy, not an angry guy, don't own a weapon. Here's my weapon right there. This mouthpiece is my weapon. And I'm going to use it. I'm going to fill it with the armor, I'm going to fill it with the ammunition of verbiage to make you all understand we're not doing this with you. You have a duty to us. We've elected you. We've put you in those offices to do the people's duty. And if you can't do the people's duty, then you need to step aside. You need to move out the way. Because as I said it before, and I've said it over and over and over, if you're not on my side, by my side, you're in my way. It's not that hard to understand. Dayton, Ohio was a tragedy. El Paso was a tragedy. These latest mass shootings are uncalled for. But we know who's promoting it. We know who's doing it. We know who's allowing for it to happen. We know who's giving it fuel. We know everything about who's doing this, making this become an issue. Then he's going to turn around and say, oh, it's mental illness. No, it's not. It is, but not of the individuals doing the shooting. They're just following instructions. It's mental illness by the individual promoting such hatred, which is Donald J. Trump. Criminal Donald J. Trump, co-conspirator in a criminal investigation. Donnie Deutsch said it best. We need to constantly keep reminding everyone and branding Trump as a criminal. Criminal, 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 criminal. Homecoming, I think it's Spider-Man Homecoming said it best when he shot the spider web on that one individual's hand and it got stuck to the trunk and he was walking away and he said to the guy, hey, you're a criminal. Sorry, criminal. Yes, Donald Trump, you're a criminal. And there's no apologies for you, you criminal. But we are going to keep reminding you of that. So we have to constantly keep reminding Congress of that as well. We have to keep reminding our elected officials. We have to keep reminding the Republicans who clearly couldn't do their due diligence by reading the Mueller report so they could make an adequate understanding as to the facts. Because what I seem to understand is that you're now going off of hearsay. And if this were a court, what you brought to that congressional hearing with Mueller would have been hearsay. So your question should have never been able to be posed because you didn't do your due diligence of reading the material, period. So I can go on and on and on and on and on and on. And I'm not going to do this today. My point today was just basically to get some information out there, was to tell you how frustrated, was to tell you how disappointed, not frustrated. I want to let's move that word back. Not frustrated, disappointment. That's all. Disappointment. Highly disappointed in our elected officials because you fail us over and over and over and over. MSNBC, I got something to say. CNN, I got something to say. Google, I got something to say. YouTube, I got something to say. Facebook, I got something to say. TED Talks, I got something to say. Those of you out there who have streaming services, who have platforms that allow for citizens like myself, and I'm not really reaching out to all of you, but I am now. I can't do it on a one-on-one, but I'm going to do it now. I'm telling all of you, I have something to say. Fox, I'll even go on your channel. Please invite me. All of you, I'm asking all of you. Invite me. I, as a concerned citizen, as a veteran, as a proud soldier, someone who served this country and still serving today. Not in the soldier capacity, but I'm serving as a CEO now. I'm serving as a capacity that the military has actually given me to now go and do some of those things that now I know I have no other choice to do. We failed this nation, or shall we say, Congress is failing this nation. The individual occupying the highest office in this land has failed or is continually failing this nation. Criminal Donald J. Trump, co-conspirator in a criminal investigation. The enablers, the Republican Party, 93% who support every single thing that he does. You're failing this nation. You're derelict of not being able to do your duty. Is failing this nation. And it's got to stop. It's got to stop. So, political candidates on the Democratic side, I'm inviting you to my location. 45 Main Street, Sawyer Building. Come visit. 45 Main Street, Yonkers, New York. Come visit. You're going to all the other TV shows and all the other places. Well, I'm in New York City. Not New York City, I'm in Yonkers. I'm about 45 minutes on the train. I'm literally right up the street from the train station. Just give me a call, 805-428-9424. Again, 805-428-9424. Take the train. You don't have to drive. Take the train. I'll pick you up. Hell, I'll pay for your train ticket. Just tell me when you need to come. Tell me when you need to be here. Tell me when you can make it. Because clearly, you're not doing what people are asking you. So now we're going to sit down and have a face-to-face conversation. We got to do better. We got to do better. Elijah Cummings has said, we're better than this. But Mr. Cummings, I don't think we are. I don't think we are. I don't think we're better than this. I've always said it before that President Obama was necessary. We've had, obviously, the history of presidents that were all a bit lighter in complexion. So it was necessary to have someone who represents the color of this nation. To now go to somebody whose standards are so beneath the office, it's unbelievable. But yet 93, I believe that's the percentage of Republicans still support everything that he does. If this was President Obama who said anything remotely close to hate or bigotry or xenophobia or anything, they would have thrown away the key. We'd be in a civil war right now if had President Obama said anything remotely close to that. But folks, it's not about President Obama. He did set the presidency standard so high that Mr. Trump knew he couldn't fill it. So he then decided to destroy or attempt to destroy everything that was done under the Obama administration. And now the standard of presidency is so low that our allies are looking at us like, wow, look at America. Look at America. The beacon that it was to now the pig slop that it's now wallowing in. Come on, people. Come on. We should want better. We should do better. Now it's up to us, the citizens, to require of our elected officials to now go out there and act upon our words. I am a citizen. I vote. Everybody here in Yonkers, we vote, or if you don't vote, you got to get out there. You got to do your due diligence. But my job here today is, one, tell you we're sick and tired of these mass shootings. Two, Donald J. Trump is a criminal. He's a co-conspirator in a criminal investigation, and we all need to continuously keep branding him as such. Our elected officials, our presidential candidates, the invite stays or is going to be open. I'm at 45 Main Street, Yonkers, New York. You are invited. Come down, talk to me face to face. We can clearly work something out, because I think it's time that you start hearing from us concerned citizens. I'm versed on the topic. I'm versed on the subject matter. I have a lot of great ideas. But in order for you to get those ideas or understand those ideas, I can keep putting them on Instagram. I can keep putting them on Twitter. I can keep putting them on Snapchat. I can keep putting them out there in social media. But if those platforms don't give me the play that I need, then I'm going to have to call out those platforms. I'm not looking for anything for free. What I am looking for, not for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, what I am looking for is to sit down with our elected officials. I'm open to sitting down with anybody who wants to talk. Republicans, Democrats, Independents, Green, it don't matter. We should all be able to figure this out. But if you can't, I'm sending the invite to you. If you can't invite me, I'm sending my invite to you. MSNBC, one of my favorite channels of all times, I'm sending my invite out to you. CNN, I used to watch you religiously, I'm sending my invite out to you. And to really shock every single person on this planet, Fox. I used to listen to you guys way more than I used to listen to the other two that I just mentioned. For a minute, I almost thought I was a Republican before the President Obama election. But I'm not. And now that President Obama has been elected and now he's not in office, I used to think I was a Democrat. But I'm not that either. All right? We got to do better. We got to do better. We got to do better. I'm asking all of you. I'm asking every single one of you. 325, 30 million people in this country. I'm asking all of you. What do you want of your nation? Because the way that it's going right now, I'm almost certain that you can't want that. Everybody, CEO Tyrone Glover, Leverage Credit Recovery. I've asked you. I've sent out the invite. It's up to you now. It's up to you now. America, be safe. Family, be safe. Citizens, be safe. World, be safe. I love you all immensely. Take care.